Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday Live. My name is Ashley Hay. I'm an artist and also the importer of Powertex art supplies for Australia. So I am excited to be here with you again this Friday. And of course, the whole reason I love doing these Friday lives is so that it inspires you and gets your creative juices flowing for the weekend. So over the last few weeks, I have been showing you the process of how to make a beautiful seahorse. And we finished up with that last week. So if you did miss that, that is definitely one series that is worth watching. It's a lot of fun. Plus, if you live in WA, I have got another seahorse workshop coming up on in April on the 12th, Saturday the 12th, in my workshop space here in Safety Bay in WA. So if you would like to join me for that, jump on a line and let me know, drop me a comment, and I will let you know the link for that one. So the Seahorse workshop was just fabulous last weekend, so I must share some pickies of that, and also I have made another seahorse as well. So what we are talking about and we're launching into over the next few weeks is we're going back to what can we do with fabric. So I have quite a number of times had many people pose to me, how do I get started with Powertex? Where's the best place to start? What can I do? What are the possibilities? I need to understand this medium because I've seen some incredible fabric sculpture in galleries or around the place somewhere, and they just want to learn how to do fabric sculpture. So working with fabric is a fantastic place to start with Powertex, because Powertex will harden your fibres and fabrics. So Powertex Universal Medium is a sculptural medium that will actually harden your fibres and fabrics and enable you to create sculptural form. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be exploring this idea. So I thought today I would just really introduce the topic to you. And what I love is when I come across people's artwork where they're really pushing things outside of the square. But obviously, in order to do that, you do need to have a really good understanding of the medium, how it works, and what to do with it. So your skills, techniques, and processes are all very important to actually progress your artwork. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to take you on a journey from sort of starting with Powertex, where to start, and then expanding your ideas. So I'm really excited about this, and I am also hoping to share a few different artists with you who have created some really incredible work in their niche. And because I'm not a textile artist, I actually am more mixed media painter, sculptor. So but I started working with fabric and creating sculptural form with fabric, and then expanded from there. And I've got so many ideas that I still want to try that I haven't tried yet or done yet. So this is also an opportunity for me to dive into, some of the things that I've thought about and really use it as a bit of a launching pad into going in my own direction with some of my artwork that I have had planned for a little while. So I'm going to play along for the next month or so at least. And so welcome if you are watching. Thank you for watching. Hey, Anne, lovely to see you here. Now, Anne has done a really gorgeous artwork with fabric that she shared in the Powertex Australia Creative Hub this week. So that is what I really would love to see, is everyone sort of sharing what have you done with fabric and what have you really loved about Powertex and working with it the most. So if you're not familiar with that group, it is the Powertex Australia Creative Hub on Facebook. So you can actually go there, you can create, connect and share with us there. And it would be really, really wonderful, like I say, is if you can go in there and share what it is that you do with fabric. So join the challenge. Hop on board with me over the next couple of months as we explore what you can do with fabric. And I'm going to be, like I say, progressing you through a whole myriad of ideas. So that is my superpower, I guess, is I have a lot of ideas, some of them pretty crazy, some of them I managed to follow and pull off, and then I've just got so many floating around in my head that I might as well share some of those with you guys as well. So I'm excited about this series. I hope you are too, and I hope you join me on Friday Lives every week, and we really connect. And so this is an opportunity to come on Friday Live while I'm here, ask me questions live, and let's dive into something together. So Anne, thank you for being here. So Anne's from Canada, and she has Anne's Artifacts. So you can follow that link to her page and have a look at that gorgeous artwork that I was talking to you about. Okay, so you can, I'll bring up one of the sculptures that I've got here. So this is actually a sculptural workshop that I've run for a number of years in my studio here in Australia. It has been very, very popular. It is called The Lady in Rags. The initial Lady in Rags was done by Brigitte Grade in Belgium. She is obviously Powertex International, and also she is just the most beautiful artist, and she has done some really, really gorgeous work. So this is an example of my Lady in Rags adapted from what she had done. Hers is, you know, quite a bit different, but using same techniques. And I have shared this as an online course. So if you guys out there are going, I really want to start working with Powertex, but I don't know where to begin. I've seen these beautiful fabric sculptures, then, you know, these sorts of workshops are a really great place to start. So if you have a trainer near you, a certified Powertex trainer, take advantage of that and go and learn from them. That's going to be the fastest way to really fast track your understanding of working with the medium. So the reason this is such a good starting point is twofold. One, because when I do this sculpture with you, it's actually creating sculptural form using the bronze Powertex, which is a really beautiful chocolate brown colour. And then, so it takes the colour equation of fabric out of your scope. So you don't have to worry about colour as you're making it. So you're purely focusing on the sculptural form, the draping, the dropping, the layers of textures, which is really wonderful. So the Powertex works with all sorts of porous materials. It's going to harden them. So I'm sure that you will hear this. So if I flick the fabric, you can hear that it's very, you know, it's really very hard, and it's quite shell-like. So whilst it looks soft and flowing, these sculptures are really durable, particularly now with the new fully waterproof Powertex, which is more and more available around the world in different colours. So very exciting. So this is a great starting point. So as I say, connect with a trainer near you, find out what they're offering in the way of fabric sculpture, and then that way you can actually, you know, jump on and learn some skills, techniques and processes. Once you have done that, then you can actually extend, explore, and experiment with the understanding that you gained from the workshop and actually push the medium in your own direction. And this is what I'm going to be talking about over this series, is how to move from here to really pushing it in your own direction, taking it into exciting mixed media and sculptural projects, or art really, mixed media and sculptural art, which will really have a bit of a wow factor, and of course really be coming from a place of authenticity and a place of exploration, discovery, and truth about what is important to you, what you love to do. So we're going to be talking about all of that. So it's going to be awesome. Hey, Heather, lovely to see you here. Thank you for joining. So Heather does some beautiful work. She's been going around Australia for the last year, so I haven't seen her for a little while. I believe you're back in Perth, so we'll have to have a bit of a catch up. But Heather, hopefully we'll get back to her Powertex now she's home, and that will be wonderful. So as I said, this is a really good starting point. I have this particular workshop as an online course, and so I'll just share that with you. So I'll just show you that. So this is the Lady in Rags online course, and you will find it on Ashley Hay Art Academy online. So ashleyhayartacademy.com. And this is a really good starting point. Not only does it have this project where you work with bronze, but it also has a white angel. So I'm going to show you the white angel in just a minute. So you can see the Art Academy address there. That is where you will find all my online workshops. And I actually run these workshops online as if you're in the studio with me. So I've had a lot of people do my workshops over the years, so I can really anticipate what the questions are, what your struggles will be as you're creating, and I really attempt to really explain everything very, very clearly, so that you feel like it's a very personal experience. Plus, if you're stuck with anything, you can always contact me very easily. So this workshop has lifetime access to it as well, which is the lifetime, obviously, of the Academy. So you have access to any new content that I actually create in that. So it is actually a really excellent way to learn at your own pace and to have a play. And all you need to do is connect with the Powertex supplier in your part of the world, grab the materials that you need, and then you're off to a running and flying start. So there's actually 2 full projects in there at the moment. I'll just grab my white angel here and I'll pull her up into view. So she, this is another good starting point, is to actually work with the ivory Powertex as well. So the ivory Powertex, again, you're taking the color of the fabric out of the equation and you're simplifying what you're doing right down to texture, textural effects. So in this one, you can see that I've got, this is actually mop string. So it's actually, you can upcycle and recycle a lot of things. This is all t-shirt material. I love working with t-shirt material. It is so, so fabulous to work with. And then this, of course, is, you've got lace and layers of lace on there as well. And this is the beautiful paper decoration, which is available from Powertex Art Supplies too. So Working with the bronze is really fantastic because you can then colour it up like you could see on the other lady in rags. I did it in turquoise and red ochre and finished with the bronze gold. Whereas with the ivory, you can leave it ivory, you can use vistas, your liquid powers, acrylic paints, your pigment powders, whatever you like, and you can actually treat it more like a surface which you can then paint back into. I do love it when it is just the ivory Powertex. You know, it is really, really lovely. Welcome, Nicole from Three Hearts Art Studio. Great to see you on this week with us. So, of course, Nicole's in Mandurah and does some beautiful artwork down there and runs some beautiful Powertex workshops as well. So, you know, it's all about creating the layers, hardening the fabric, learning different techniques and learning what you love to work with. And then the things that you love to work with, do more of that. So over the next, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, let's play with more of what we love. With fabric, what is it that you love to do? So if you love working two-dimensionally, you're a mixed media artist, I can totally relate. That is my passion and that is what I love working with. But as I say, picking up a project like this to begin, you will just learn so many skills, techniques and processes that really help to push your ideas and to give you ideas with what you can work with. So that is that. Now, I'm going to show you a really old piece that I did many, many years ago, probably about 12 years ago. And I did it with, I think, anyway, I can't even remember when, where I did it. I think I did it in Victoria with Rhonda Hunt down at her beautiful studio there. And so this is actually, you know, working with the transparent Powertex and coloured fabrics. So as I say, I'm not really a textile person, so I don't have a lot of fabrics and materials, which is why I love to work with t-shirt material, because I really also love the idea of recycling and up-purposing discarded goods into artwork. And so this is something where if you really love to recycle and you love the meta-narrative of having that element in your art, Powertex art supplies are perfect, particularly the universal medium, because it will harden your fabrics and fibers, it will act like a paint, and it will also act like a glue. So it's got so many different properties. Plus, like I say, it is actually weather resistant and now also waterproof, depending on the formula that you purchase. So you just need to make sure that you check the label. If the label says on it that it's waterproof, then you just need to make sure that it is fully dried, which means you allow it to dry for 4 to 6 weeks before you expose it to water. And so I am really looking forward to doing some things for my pond where they can actually be in my garden, not only in my garden, but also in my pond. So you can see this has different elements, different coloured fibres and fabrics, and it's all being created with transparent Powertex. So the thing with the transparent Powertex is I would highly recommend taking the scope of colour out of your learning experience to begin. So starting with bronze or starting with ivory and really exploring texture, layering, getting used to the medium. And then after you've done that, then go, okay, now I want to work with these colours. I want to do like a fisherman or a drummer, like obviously this is a little bongo drummer. And I've got these fabrics and fibers that I've been dying to use. So, what is it that you have that you love that you want to repurpose into some sculptural form? So that's an example of one, and you can tell it's a very early piece because I haven't got one of the beautiful plaster torsos on him that are available from Powertex. So it is a lot of fun to do this, and like I say, I'm sure many of you out there who love doing things with fabrics actually have so many beautiful fabrics and fibers that you can explore. So this one is done with one of the geisha heads, so geisha torsos for that are available from Powertex. Heather's just saying, I love that drummer. Thanks, Heather. So I'd, like if I was doing him now, I'd probably do him with one of the male plaster heads like Trevon or Jonas, or, one of those ones. Or even make my own sculptural form for his face and his head. So I prefer facial features. So I'm not a big fan of that one because it's got no facial features. So, but thank you for your lovely comments. So this is a geisha. Again, this is using the transparent Powertex with, different fabrics and fibers in layers to create that the kimono look. So I guess what I'm saying really, really importantly is start simple. Start with the most simple thing that you can do. And I know this doesn't look simple. It's a very beautiful project. I have many people come back and make several of them, and they make them for friends as gifts because you can do them and finish them in different colors. So again, you can see this is mop string. I've used paper deco on the headpiece, and the rest is predominantly just t-shirt material, which, how many t-shirts do we throw out? So let's start, creating some sculptural form with our t-shirt. So you can see she's got a nice bustle on there. There's some lace. There's also some lace up here. That is actually the headpiece there. I'll just hold it up to this camera so that you can see that in a bit more detail. So t-shirt material. But the great thing with this is you can choose what color you love to finish it off. And that is where the gold really lies, is in your finishing choices. So what can you do with fabric? I want to see it. So be sure that if you haven't already, please create some artwork, get your hands on some Powertex, and maybe take a look at my online course. If you love what I do for here, you will love my online courses because they're like Friday Live on steroids. So you can just watch them again and again and learn so much from there. So I'll just pop up, that's the Academy address for you. So if you haven't taken that down, that is the address that you will need. I'll also make sure that that is in the description so you can follow the link to that to check it out if you would like to. So what can you do with fabric? Join the challenge over the next couple of months, and let's progress through some different ideas over the next few months. Or maybe you will go, I want to do some fabric collage, and really immerse yourself in that for a couple of months and just see what the possibilities are. Play with the creative form, the layers of texture, the color, try different things. Start with the bronze or another dark color that you can embellish with pigments. So like I said earlier, this one is done with the turquoise and red ochre and the bronze gold. You can choose any colors you like to really embellish that up and make it your own and make it very, very beautiful. So what can you do with fabric? If you are out there and you are someone who is stuck with, like, you really want to start working with Powertex, then I highly encourage you to start with like a dark color like the bronze Powertex, progress on to the ivory, and then start working with the transparent with any of your scrap fabrics. So even on top of this, if I wanted to, now that she's made, I could take some different colors and I could put colored fabric onto the sculptural form and the finished piece once I'm feeling like it might just need a flash of something else, a cape or whatever I feel. So yeah, so easiest way, start with the bronze, progress on to the ivory, and like I say, the Lady in Rags online workshop that I've done will actually show you all the information you need to know to get started with Powertex so that you can create with confidence. If you are out there and you have already done a lot with Powertex and you've already used fabric in your artwork, let's revisit it. Let's have a look at what is it that you love to do with fabric, and let's do more of it. And then share it and show each other what we're doing in the group. So my hope is that over the next 6 to 8 weeks that we will really connect with each other through this. Let's take it on board as a challenge. Let's go, okay, what can I do with fabric? What am I going to start with? And then what am I going to do next? And Cynthia's just saying, wow, how neat. And she's never used it and she's really interested. So Cynthia, this is wonderful for you then, because we are going to progress. So no matter what stage of your artwork or your art journey you're at, if you are a raw beginner, you can do this Lady in Rags online course. It is structured for beginners. It is structured to learn. And then from there, you can go, oh, I've got this idea now. Now I want to play with this, especially with what I'm going to share over the next 6 to 8 weeks. And as I say, I'm also hoping to get a few artists on to share some of what they've done and exhibited in galleries. So there are a few that I have already interviewed. So I'll share them with you through the next couple of weeks on the Powertex Australia page on Facebook, and so that you can actually see those. And of course, they are on YouTube as well. Lots of binge-worthy content there on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please go to the YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that. And then you'll get notifications of when I go live, and you can still drop comments and questions into the YouTube channel as well, and I will answer you there. So Cynthia's just saying her local neighbourhood fabric store is closing down and she's really upset about it. So yeah, I can totally understand why that would be. But maybe it's an opportunity for you to pick up some bargains if they're closing. Go and scout for different textures, different laces, and see what they've got in their bargain bins. So hopefully you'll find something there. Kat, lovely to see you from Canada. Hope you're on board with this, and really, really look forward to seeing what you have done. And I know both Kat and Anne have done a lot with fabric. So, take this opportunity to share some of your art work that you have already created in the Powertex Australia Creative Hub. I'm in there, tag me, make sure I see it, and that would be really, really awesome. And then spring into a bit more creative creativity with fabric over the next, month or so. So thank you so much for watching, and make sure, as I said earlier, please join me weekly if you have found this helpful. And I look forward to sharing more with you. And I usually do demonstrations, which I am planning for next week. So what is coming up next Friday live? I haven't actually spoken about that. So next week, we're going to upcycle and sculpt, turning old t-shirts into art. And with Easter coming up, I thought I would do it on the sculptural form of a rabbit. So stay tuned for that one. I'll be sharing not only upcycling and sculpting with old t-shirts, but I'll also be sharing a little Easter project that maybe you would like to have a go of. So from me to you, I really hope that you enjoy this weekend, and that you get out there and get creative. If you are in Australia, you can shop Powertex at powertex.com.au. Around the world, if you can't find your supplier, just flick me a message and I will connect with you. So if you are up for the challenge, what can you make with fabric? Please let me know in the comments. Yes, I'm in. I'm sure you've all got work that you've already done that you could share with us. But my hope is that this will be a really amazing springboard of creativity for you to really deep dive into those things that you love, whether it's mixed media or sculpture, and just really take a deep dive and explore possibilities over the next few months. So Nicole's just saying thanks for sharing and that it was inspiring. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. And as I say, yes, 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 in the comments, if you are joining me to play with fabric over the next few months. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Please, if you're watching in replay, I would love to hear from you too. I do go back into the comments, so if you have any questions or suggestions, please drop them in the comments as well. So have a wonderful creative weekend, and I will see you next week for Friday Live with some upcycling fun as we do a little Easter project, and I will see you then. So we have a few yeses coming in, so that is awesome. Heather, Anne, Kat, fabulous. So I really, really look forward to connecting with everyone through this over the next few weeks, months, even. Okay, ciao everyone. Have fun creating. Enjoy. See you, everyone.